Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the SC1 Factory. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy
Hey
Nettles,
guys.
Team Freedom Reigns weekly training, and we are doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on this protocol. In fact, for the next 6 months, let's just call this week one. For the next 6 months straight, every single week is going to be building upon the momentum of the previous week because we have a goal, and that is to explode your business by creating SC1 factories in all y'all's legs. So you start out as an SC1 if you haven't gotten there already. And if you are, then we just start duplicating the process because if you look close at the comp plan, every single rank is divisible by 2,000 in sales volume. And that's what it takes to become an SC1. So let's talk about becoming an SC1 factory. And Marcy, let's talk about this Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel, huh?
You guys, if you are not subscribed, please go use this QR code, get subscribed, ring the bell, make sure you get notifications. We upload new content very frequently. As a matter of fact, I just uploaded the recording of the virtual event from Saturday, as well as breaking it down into the 2 30-minute roundtable sessions. So you'll be able to go there and get those individually to be able to share out with people. But we upload things like this call every single week. So make sure that you're subscribed. Plus, this call happens every Tuesday night, same time, same bat channel. Zoom information is exactly the same. It's right here at the bottom of this slide. So make sure you make note of that. All right, the announcements for this week, listen up, listen up, listen up. We are going to start really directing you to your emails for announcements so that we can free up time in this call for the training and to really get to the meat and potatoes of what's going to help you become an SC1 factory. So the announcements for this week, number one, the incentive trip destination was announced. You're going to be able to go to Dreams Bahia Mita in Mexico. The trip date is December 1 through 4 of this year. What you need to do first is in June, you must have at least 800 in new sales volume. That's not $800. That's new sales volume. So the volume of your new customers and consultants in the month of June. Then, oh my gosh, I'm
What?
really screwing this up.
What?
That's in the month of July. That's this month, right? If you did 400 in June, then you're already pre-qualified. Now you need to earn 90 points in July, August, and September to be able to qualify for the trip. And then you can go and check out the rest of the details that are in your Monday Momentum email from corporate, or we have gone into it pretty in depth in the last two SC1 factory calls, and you can find those on YouTube. So please go and check those out. And then the second announcement is we have that Activate replay that's available for you. It's either in your email from corporate or on the TFR YouTube channel. Then on this coming Thursday, July 17th, we've got product training. This next installment video is going to be dropping that day. It will be found on the Hub or on the US Consultant Facebook page. And then, of course, Activation Nation podcast, this week's episode is going to be a detailed recap of announcements from the virtual event. So make sure you go and check out all of those things. Now, our final announcement.
Yes, we've got Drive 25, Momentum Academy coming up on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of October in Dallas, Texas at the Hilton Anatoly. So the price right now is $99 to register. It will be $129 at the door, which you don't want to wait because waiting just what? It costs you
More
more
money, and you have the chance of not being able to get in. There are only 2,000 seats, so you do not want to miss out on this event.
And it also delays the growth of your business because one of the things that is the greatest predictor of non-growth in a business is lack of decision making or procrastination. So if you're thinking, should I go, should I not go, stop it, get off it must be a pain in the butt sitting on the fence that long. So just make a decision, pay the $99, commit to growing your business. And I will tell you this, if you incorporate what we talk about today, which again, consider this week one of the next 6 months straight, it will help you build your business. Right here, commit to the Momentum Academy Drive 25, again on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of October in Dallas, Texas.
All right, so this is our team challenge, guys. And by the way, this QR code right there, you can go and you can register directly with that QR code if you are not already registered. So this is the challenge for Team Freedom Reigns. You want to register for Dallas before the end of July. Record a less than 2-minute video, or 2 minutes is good too, on why you attend events. then either posted it in the US Life Vantage consultant page or send it directly to us so that we can post it for you. And then you will be entered into a drawing to win a loaded Life Vantage crossbody bag. So guys, this could have all kinds of amazing stuff in it. You don't know what you will be getting in it. Donnie's going to show you the actual bag itself. And it may look familiar to you. Corporate actually shared a bunch of these with us to be able to use for our virtual events. But this bag right here, bring it up close. It's got our logo on it. But we are going to stuff it full with a bunch of different things. So it's going to be a loaded crossbody bag. This is going to be amazing for you to be able to use it for yourself or to be able to use it as incentives for people that are part of your team. So please, please. And when you post this on the US Life Vantage Consultant Facebook page, make sure that you tag us in the post so that we see that you did this. Okay. That's how we're going to know that you earned an entry. Now, please do this before the end of the month. So end of July 31st. Of this year, so that we can get you entered into that drawing. So you've got 2 weeks, okay, to be able to get that done. So make sure that you get your video while you attend events.
Yes, and I apologize. I said I was going to create a video telling you what to do, and I'm sorry. I just remembered as this came up, it's like, oh, I forgot to do that. So,
well, guess what? This is recorded. Now it's done.
What?
It's recorded. Now it's done.
I know, but I'll go make a post on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, just making sure, because this bag is obviously it's already got some stuff in it. We're going to put a bunch of stuff in it too, a bunch of swag that we've collected over the years. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So make sure to look out for the post, because I will make a post on what to do, how to qualify for it.
All right, let's get into the call details for tonight. So like Dondi said, we are focused on building SC1 factories. And we are going to be spending a lot of time really focusing in on what that means, what you need to be doing and helping other people do to be able to accomplish this, and really how simple it can be. So this is going to be the SC1 Factory Vision, your Freedom Blueprint, Episode 1, the 6-month transformation. So let's get into it.
Yeah, and we got a little, I don't know, maybe something you've heard before, maybe not, but this is a BHAG moment. So what does that mean? Big, hairy, audacious goal. Literally go big or go home. That's what this week's training is going to be about. BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. So again, what is it? It's a compelling long-term goal that is intriguing enough to inspire someone to take action. If you're not taking action, it's not big enough. It may be hairy, it may be audacious, but it's not big enough. So the whole thing about it is it's big enough to incentivize you to take action. And if you look at the comp plan, you should have quite a few reasons to incentivize you, because one, we've got amazing products and you can help people with them. And two, in doing so and building a business around it, you can literally set your family free financially and create a family legacy. So
and
I don't know about you.
Trip
and literally, this is just something Marcy and I were talking about earlier today. If your only focus in building your Life Vantage business was earning incentive trips through creating SC1 factories, you cannot help but rank advance. So maybe it's like, oh, how do I get to that rank? How do I get to that rank? Focus on achieving and making the incentive trips and all promotions by creating SC1s and helping them create an SC1 factory. And I guarantee you, you'll go all the way to the top of the company. It's that predictable. So first, you got to see it. I invite you, close your eyes. Maybe you're not right now, but when you've got some time, sit alone with yourself, close your eyes. Ask yourself, what do I want? Don't hold back. Don't cut yourself off. Don't settle, but see it. See it in your mind's eye. See it the way you want to see it. See it the way you deserve to see it. And that's the first step. So first step is seeing it. Then once you've seen it, once you've identified it, once you've kind of set that BHAG, then get up on the roof, shout from the rooftops and proclaim it, right? What do you say, Marcy? Get loud about it, right? Proclaim it, see it, then proclaim it. And then once you've told the world what you're going to do, go get it.
Do whatever it takes.
It's that simple. I mean, it literally, don't make it harder than that. You got to see it. Once you see it, tell the world about it, get up on the rooftops and shout about it, get loud, and then go get it.
Get out of your own way. That's the number one thing, is get out of your way. And so there's nowhere here does it say, oh, you've got the see it, you've got proclaim it, you've got the go get it. There is nowhere in there that says get in your own way.
No,
right?
not at all.
So get out of your way, and let's talk more about the see it.
So see it. We invite you to look at bare minimum 4 to 5x your income right now. Whatever your income is in your LifeVantage business, at least focus on 4 and 5 timesing that over the next 6 months.
Big, hairy, audacious goal. Remember? Big, hairy, audacious goal.
And the company's going to really start putting up a leaderboard because people are really motivated by competition. And so imagine yourselves, again, you got to see it, your name, your business name, your team name, your leaders' names, the people on your team at the top of the leaderboards every week. See it. And then watch the financial stress and become a distant memory as you start achieving your goals and helping your team too. This is the ripple effect. Nothing that I know works better on that than network marketing. And then imagine, see our teams becoming legendary, meaning just things that legends are made of.
You know what that means to me? That means us seeing all of you that have helped other people become SC1s walking across stage in Dallas as MC1s, MC2s, right? And really having grown your business so significantly, even by October, that, I mean, then what can happen before the end of the year is like completely wide open to you.
Right.
I don't think that you can even imagine what you could accomplish in the next 6 months if you allow yourself to go after it. So now that you've seen this big, hairy, audacious goal, we're going to proclaim that big, hairy, audacious goal. So 4 to 5 times our income is mandatory. Now, when we talk about proclaiming it, we mean put it out there on social media. Go to those people that are your supporters and let them know, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. Help hold me accountable, right? Yeah. And then it's like, we build the biggest SC1 factories. You've got to come join us and let's help you become an SC1. We will help more families move forward than ever before. We will shock the entire company with our growth, individually as well as a team. We are going to do these things. So you proclaim it with confidence, with belief, with a little bit of butterflies in your belly, because it's so big, but it's also because it means so much. So get out there and proclaim your big, hairy, audacious goals.
Yeah, if there's not butterflies and there's not uncertainty and maybe even a little fear, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. It may be hairy, it may be audacious, but it's not big enough. The size of the goal will really tell you how you feel about it. If you're like, oh, it just gives you butterflies, it makes you anxious, and just then you know you're on the right track as far as size. Then go after it, because the reality of it, when you go after it and you go get it, the reality is very, very simple. No more playing small. No more comfort zone living. If you're in your comfort zone, it's too small. And that's just really out. Every single thing you want that you've ever set a goal for or ever wanted deep in your heart is on the other side of your comfort zone or outside your comfort zone. Nothing great happens inside a comfort zone. It just doesn't. And if it does, like winning the lottery, it doesn't last because you don't have you're not sold out to it. You're not committed to it.
You don't value it.
Yeah. It's just, you got to go big or go home. Like we said earlier, no more excuses, or maybe next time. Do not exempt yourself from this.
No.
Do not just say, well, maybe this just wasn't for me. No. No.
No, when you set your goal that, hey, I'm going to do 3 new reach outs every single day, you don't go to bed until you've done that 3rd reach out, right? Even if you're tired, there's no excuses. We're going to do what it takes to get this done, right? Because seriously, right now is the time. The best time would have been years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
20 years ago.
But the next best time is right now. Right?
Yep.
So this right now is our moment. This right now is Team Freedom Reigns' moment. This right now, and I want you guys to say this with us. This right now is my moment.
Your moment.
Right?
Yes.
No, you'll say my though.
Mine, yeah.
Because you're talking about yourself.
Yeah.
This right now is my moment.
You say that.
Okay, so say that to yourself and believe it, because right now is your moment.
Because you deserve it. Your team deserves it. And most importantly, the world deserves it. Right now, there's people praying that you get off your butt and go make this happen. And stop shrinking. You were born for this level of success. It was made for you. When they were putting together the Evolve compensation plan, they had you in mind. Every single one of us. That's the reality of this. You too deserve this. You can impact thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. And this is one thing I love about our Evolve compensation plan is every single person, every single individual life is attached to a dollar value. When you see the average monthly income of the ranks and you see whatever that number is, almost to the number, that person who receives that check, who achieved that rank, has that many people in their organization. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. So think of it this way. When you look at the size of those average monthly income, realize just that's how many lives you're impacting. So you're earning the ability to impact that many lives. And that is what your check is made from. So stop exempting yourself. You deserve to impact thousands. You deserve to build a legacy. Every one of you who's seeing this, whether you're catching it live now or you're watching it on the replay, you deserve to live limitless, no limits, no ceilings, no periods. It's whatever you want, go get it. See it, proclaim it, go get it.
Yeah. So the BHAG bottom line is, drum roll, if we don't grow 4 to 5 times, it's because we chose not to. Because every single one of us is capable. Every single one of us knows what to do. And if you don't, you know somebody that does know what to do, right? So if you don't choose to grab hold of this moment, your moment, and grow your business in 2025, it's because you chose not to. Because everything is a choice. You can choose to make those extra reach outs every single day, or you can choose not to. You can choose to track the people you're talking with so that you follow up with them properly, or you can choose not to. So everything is a choice.
Yeah.
So choose the growth, choose you, and choose your team. And then I just want to say also choose the world, right? Choose the world.
Yeah, because the opportunity is here. It absolutely is. The system is proven. Now, how do I know the opportunity is here? Let's just make it super, super fundamental and super basic. Every year in the last quarter of the calendar year, August, September, November, December, those kind of months, people start thinking about what? New Year's resolutions. Because they're getting to the end of the year and they're realizing where they are at versus where they thought they would be at that moment. And they realize most of them aren't there. So they're planning the next year. And what are the number one and number two every single year, as long as this specific statistic has been counted? People want to lose weight, get in better shape, quit smoking, whatever it is, health related. And the other one is get a new job, get a promotion, win the lottery. The other one is financial related.
Make money, have more time.
Health and finances are the number one and number two, alternating every year as far as the things that most people want to change. That's the opportunity. That's the definition of the opportunity, because our company handles both of those in irrefutable, publicly traded, scientifically validated breakthrough ways, because the world doesn't even yet know the magnitude of what we have, but they're looking for it. You guys have heard me say that many times. So the opportunity is here. The system is proven. This ITT system that we've got here at ITT is proving the timing is right in the world right now.
One thing about the system too being proven, I want you to know, it's like if you're using the ITT system and you're doing it over and over and over again long enough until somebody says yes to you, you will have success, because we know that to be true. Because just like Roger Bannister running that 4-minute mile, before he did it, nobody else thought that they could. But as soon as he did it, all kinds of people started doing it. So if you've seen somebody else hit a rank that you want to hit, guess what? It works. Working works.
You know what?
From the famous Tara Wilson.
I want to say something about Roger Bannister. There were people, scientists, researchers, anatomists, doctors, that said it is physically impossible for the human body to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. They were proclaimed, which is why nobody did it.
Nobody tried
before Roger Bannister. They didn't even think it was humanly possible until Roger Bannister did it. He was the first to break the mold. And I love the fact you bring that up, because guess what happened in the year that Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile? 16 additional people did it, because they realized not only is it possible, somebody did it. And they're thinking, if that guy can do it, I can do it. That's why this opportunity is here. It's why this system is proven, because you're going to see people, and we're going to talk about them in a few slides. If that person can do it, I can do it.
Yes.
And the world needs it right now more than ever. They're looking right now more than ever.
Yeah, I love also what April said in the comments. She said doctors also claimed women couldn't run marathons. What I want to say to you is, if anybody is telling you you can't do something, prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Prove them wrong. Because if you think you can, and if you're willing to do the work, you absolutely freaking can. Just go do it. Go do it.
Bring it, girl.
Just go do it.
So the only question in this whole thing is, are you all in and ready to go? Because if you are, we're putting together this system for you.
And we want to know.
Just follow it.
Let us know in the comments. All in. All in.
All in.
All in. Okay. Everybody let us know in the comments, because we are going to be watching. We want to know who is all in to do what it takes to claim what is rightfully yours.
Ooh, that was good.
Oh, sorry. Had a double axioms just a little bit ago. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I love it. Patty's all in. Carol's all in.
This
Fantastic,
isn't
guys.
about gradual growth, because again, gradual growth is what? In the comfort zone. This is about explosive expansion that changes everything for our families, our teams, and our futures. Explosive expansion. So who is ready to go big?
Awesome. Linda's all in too.
All in, Linda.
All right, big time, right? Here we grow. So what is an SC1 factory? Well, an SC1, or a senior consultant 1, in our compensation plan is $2,000 a month in sales volume. Now, the factory is where we build a systematically, one at a time SC1, right? Growing one on top of the other. And that means that you will reach exponential growth by doing it one at a time, but then branching out and helping them do the same with the people that they know,
right,
and helping them create SC1s as well. So
powerful.
It is so powerful, because 2,000 in volume, like unbelievably hard to get to, or is it impossible? Or is it something that everyone can do if we help them understand the simple ITT system and we help them do it? Do you think that everybody can do it, or do you think that it's impossible? So put everyone or impossible in the comments. We'd love to see that too, where your thoughts are and what your understanding is of creating an SC1.
Yeah. So let's just talk about and break it down and give you a visual on the magic of multiplication. So we've got the first SC1. So that's your goal. If you haven't gotten there, let this be your very first and most important goal: hitting SC1, or 2,000 in sales volume or personal volume. And how do you do that?
And I also want you to be thinking, as we're talking about how you do that, is when are you going to do it by? And we want to see your date in the comments.
Yeah.
We want to see the date that you're going to claim SC1 in the comments if you're not an SC1 yet.
So because, remember, on the comp plan, you need to have somebody else as a consultant in your business to help you get there. So 5 customers on the high-speed health stack, which is 200 in SV, and 1 consultant that you personally enroll who also has 5 customers. This is on the high-speed health stack. This is super math, super simple, and gives you exactly 2,000 in sales volume, or PV, which makes you a SC1.
And just to keep this simple,
foundation.
Just think about it this way. All you need in your organization is you plus 1 more consultant, that each of you has 5 customers that have at least 200 in SV each. It's that simple. SC1.
SC1. Yep. And then we help you help 2 others, those 2 that you got, or now get 1 more, and help them become SC1. That's an additional 4,000 in PV in your business. Now you're SC3. you're starting to move up the ranks. And you remember, if you followed the qualification points that we talked about this last week for the trivia, or for the incentive trip, you're getting points for that too as you rank advance.
As a matter of fact, if you started out and you're not an SC1 yet, and you rank advance SC1 to SC2 to SC3, you, I believe, have the qualification, the 90 points, to go on that trip by hitting SC1, SC2, and SC3 rankings during the qualification period. You can do that.
Of course you can. And then all of us working together, we help you get two. Well, we all help the two that you just got there get the two each for SC1, which is now 14,000 personal volume. They reach SC3, and you are now MC1, which you're actually 4,000 SV over SC1. SC1, remember, is 10,000 in personal volume.
Yeah, you're almost halfway, and I would even say that you probably will be close to halfway to the in between MC1 and MC2. Mm-hmm. So, right, so just that extra 4,000 there towards the MC2, because you'll have your personal order as well as each one of these consultants having their personal order. So you'll be like at least 1,500 in PV.
Yep. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because as I said previously, all ranks are divisible by increments of 2,000 SV. So it doesn't matter what rank your goal is. And make it, again, your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal. This is why we're dedicating the next 6 months to helping all of you 4 to 5x your business minimum, because it's possible, it's probable. You just gotta, one, focus on SC1s, getting as many people to SC1 in your organization as possible, and just watch the people rank advance, because every rank in our entire compensation plan is divisible by the rank of SC1. How many SC1s are you having in your SC1 factory, and how many SC1 factories are in your business? The only two questions you should be asking. And while you're trying to accomplish and meet the incentive goals and all the promotions that we have, that's the magic formula. So how do we do this? It's basic. It's the ITT system. It's simple, it's duplicatable, and it's obviously profitable. So step one in the ITT system is invite somebody to see some information, whether it's a product you feel they could benefit from, or they told you they have a health challenge that you know our product could benefit them on, or this is somebody who's looking to make some extra money, a side gig, another income, or perhaps even an entire career choice, a business opportunity. When you share some information with somebody, our recommendation is you share both pieces of the puzzle, the product side and the business side, because don't pre-qualify, don't prejudge, don't think that they don't have enough money to invest in this business, or they don't want that many products, they can only afford one. Do not prejudge or disqualify somebody, because you never know what they're going through and what they are willing to commit to and how much they are willing to risk to change their life. Don't do that. Share this entire opportunity when the opportunity arises to do so. Then, once you've shared some information, they've got questions, use a tool.
Don't be a tool, use the tool.
Right. Good way to put it. Don't be a tool. Do not answer the questions of your prospects. And we say this all the time. And when I say this, I'm literally talking to myself louder than anyone else, because this was the biggest hurdle for me getting over, especially joining a network marketing company, because I was in traditional business as a chiropractor. And if a patient asked me a question, I would never say, that's a great question, let me go find someone else to answer that for you. But that's really the only way to do it in network marketing, because here's the deal. If you answer all your questions, yeah, it makes you look smart. Yeah, it makes you look like you've been doing this a while. Yeah, you might impress somebody. But if they don't have time to learn the information you just shared with them, they don't have any way to carve out the time it would take to do it. If you answer your questions, what you're really saying is, don't even listen to what I'm saying, and this business isn't for you. Follow the system. It's why the first T in the ITT is tool. Send them a tool to review that answers the question. Or if it's based on information that you share, an opportunity presentation, a video. We've got all kinds of crazy videos on our Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel that will answer a lot of questions. So also does LifeVantage, has their own YouTube channel that has all kinds of product related videos and business related videos and comp plan related videos. So no matter what the question is, guaranteed there's pretty much a tool for it. So don't be a tool.
No, yeah. Do you want your business to be simple to build, or do you want it to be difficult? Because if you try to tell everybody everything that you know, it's going to make things really difficult for you. And it's going to help that person understand that, hey, first of all, I don't have the time or the energy to learn everything that you know, and I don't want to do that. So I don't want to do this business with you, and I may as well just not do the products either. So make your business simple by utilizing ITT, using the tools to share the information, and then of course connecting to team to get any questions answered that aren't answerable by using a tool. Now, I say that specifically because as your team grows, it will become more and more difficult for you to get connected to someone when you need to. But if there is something in the FAQs or a video or a piece of information in the science, whatever it is that can help answer the question for someone, utilize the tools and then bring in a team member, someone that's part of your upline support team to answer their questions. Don't you be the one opening your mouth to answer the question, other than to say, oh my gosh, that is such a great question. Let me connect you with someone that knows how to answer it the very best way for you, because I want you to get the answer that you need, right? So these people, these team members can help handle their objections, their concerns, their worries about utilizing the products. And then they can also direct them to next steps and ask them to join you. So you don't even have to be the one that says, hey, are you ready to get started? Your team member can be that person for you. So they're taking all the weight off of your shoulders and putting it on theirs to help you, because they've been doing this longer than you. That's their responsibility. That's their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the team, I want to give a big shout out to Sarah Smith, because look at the ITT system. The first thing is it's simple. What's the second word there? Duplicatable.
Yes.
Sarah Smith yesterday reached out to me and started a 3-way text stream with her and Paula Fallon. And guess what happened today? Paula Fallon has a prospect who started, and Paula started a 3-way text stream between me, Paula, and her prospect, giving the ability to, one, see some information. She already seen some information. Great job, Sarah, introducing me to Paula. Great job, Paula, introducing me to your prospect, Chana, who just saw some information. And there's questions. And the 3-way text stream is pretty much real time. So when you have a 3-way text stream, check this out. 3-way text stream, whether it's on phone or Messenger or WhatsApp, it is real time. So you may not find that, especially people in international markets or people in different time zones, you try to, oh, can you make it this call? Can you make this call? Just put it into a messenger stream or a text stream, then just leave the question in a voicemail or a text. And then your advisor, in this case, me, answering Paula's prospect's question, I can get back to it, and it works masterfully. So the ITT system in motion. Thank you, Sarah, for leading the way. Then Paula Fallon for duplicating it. It works, and it works well.
Yes. And there's other ways that you can use ITT too. I want to use an example of using an event. On Saturday for the virtual, I had a guest that came. It was our neighbor. I invited her to come take a look at the products. And when she looked at it and she was hearing all of the stories that was on the actual presentation, but then also in the group, everybody that was here started sharing what had happened for them personally, whether it was a product story or a check story with LifeVantage. And so she's hearing all of these things, and guess what that did? That was all the third-party validation she needed. She had very few questions at the end, and we utilized each other to be able to answer those questions. And she did become a customer on the premium stack on Saturday after seeing information for the first time that day. So you can utilize the ITT system all together at one time at events. So, I mean, there are so many things that we can do, and just keeping it as simple as possible. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, don't need a new note. Come on now.
Come on.
There we go.
So why LifeVantage? This is one of my favorite questions that I get asked. One, because we're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. What does that mean for you and your prospects? The answer is transparency. They can find out everything they want to about our company without having to wink, wink, trust somebody. So, I mean, as far as what is our valuation? How many outstanding shares do we have? What is our CEO's salary? What kind of products do we have? Are we publicly traded? What is our ticker? How much is our stock price? What kind of products do we have? Is there research behind them? We are completely transparent. And if you are looking for a company to get involved with that has the ability to make changes in life, the last thing you want to do is put everything leveraged on trust. Because I love the fact we're publicly traded. We are transparent, and everything your prospect or you yourself want to know about this company, it's a matter of public record. So no surprises is what I'm trying to say there. We have Nobel Prize nominated product science in our NRF2. It was discovered back in 1969 with Dr. Joe McCord, considered the father of free radical biology. NRF2 pathway started all of that. We have 28 plus peer-reviewed and published scientific papers published on PubMed. When I talk about it's ripe right now, this is why LifeVantage. 22 plus years history as a company. We're strong, we're proven, and we're relevant right now. One of the things about companies in general, the first 5 years is the most fragile. 90% of companies go out of business in the first 5 years. So a 6-year-old company is defying the odds. A 22-year-old company with 28 peer-reviewed product literature, published studies, that's publicly traded on the NASDAQ and has a product that was nominated for the Nobel Prize, that's pretty spectacular. Not to mention our life-changing products that are literally on the world of a global understanding and massive utilization, with the most common books right now in health. Things like Good Energy from Casey and Callie Means, where it really just gets to the target of insulin sensitivity and cellular biology and how things work and how things break down and what it needs to restore. People are talking about peptides like crazy right now. They're talking about precursors like crazy right now. They're talking about patches like crazy right now. Well, guess what precursors, patches, and peptides can't do? They can't activate biological DNA pathways in your body like our products can. So they're temporary at best. People are looking for those things, they're buying those things, but they don't understand what the significance of the activation company means. But when they do, I'm going to say it again, but when they do, all roads lead to LifeVantage. That's how amazing our product is. And we are the activation company. It's a concept that is going to transform human longevity, my friends. That's why LifeVantage, and no other company could come close to saying any of those things. So some success stories. You want to talk about that? There's literally hundreds and there's thousands that we've seen with my 16 plus years and Marcy's almost 14 years in the company. We've seen thousands of stories.
Yeah. So you know what, guys, this is really important for you to understand is the most important story that you can share is really going to be your story.
Yeah.
You may think that your story is not very big, but I had a woman at the live event, the virtual event on Saturday, and she's like, you have such a phenomenal story. It's so impactful. And I'm like, but is it? You know, it's like her story was all about how, you know, she was having all these aches and pains in her knees and her joints, and she was having a hard time living her life the way she wanted to live it. She got activated in a short amount of time. Those aches and pains she wasn't having anymore, and she was able to do the things that she loved to do. And so I asked her, I'm like, I asked the group, I'm like, well, how many of you have been in a car accident on duty from being a police officer where you got a brain injury and had to have 3 spine surgeries? 0 people raised their hand. So then I asked, well, how many of you have ever tried to take your own life? 1 person raised their hands. And then I asked, how many of you have ever been concerned about the aches and pains that you have in your joints and how it affects the way you can live your life? Every single person raised their hands. And so think about this. Even though my story was super traumatic, right? Her story is more impactful because it will reach more people. So keep in mind that your story that you think might be small is going to be one that will probably resonate with more people out there than you can even imagine. So first of all, we have heard hundreds and hundreds of, I would even say thousands of stories of people's success in using our products or how this business has changed their lives over the time that we've been here with LifeVantage. We know that many of you have heard hundreds of stories yourselves. You know, for example, there's stories out there from former firefighters, police officers, wedding dress salespeople. How about doctors, business owners, medical massage therapists, ski patrol, How about former bartenders, former farmers and teachers, stay-at-home moms, former high school dropouts, former college students, former missionaries, former contractors, former elite multi-level marketing trainers, and former roofers, and so many more people in so many different walks of life, where their lives have been positively impacted because of benefits from our products, or because they were able to increase their income by what they needed at that time. And then their vision grew and their business grew and they helped more people, and so they could grow even more. There are so many stories that are out there. And I hope that you are formulating your own story, your 2-minute story that you share before presentations, your 30-second story when you meet someone and don't have a whole lot of time, and just share how your life has been impacted, what you didn't like about your life before, what was hard, what was painful, and what you found, and where you see yourself going into the future helping more people. It's so, so, so important. And yes, Mary Ellen, sometimes the simplest stories are the most connectable. That's the key thing there.
Yes.
So we are looking to connect with the person that we're sharing our story with. So did you want to invite someone to share their story, or?
Yeah, anybody want to share? I mean, I'll share mine. So I'm not the only former doctor. There's a lot of them. But most of them, as Marcy was reading through those, every single one of those that we put in there was an individual person. You probably know most of them. Actually, here's a riddle. Who do you think is the wedding dress salesperson, the former wedding dress salesperson? Put it in the comments if you think you know who it is.
Initials might be SM.
Yeah, presidential in our company. But yeah, anybody who wants to share their story, and I'll share mine, a Cliff's Notes version of mine. When I saw what LifeVantage had to offer, I was certainly not interested in network marketing. In fact, I was repulsed by network marketing. I had a sign on my door that said, and it said one, no soliciting, and it mentioned 2 companies by name, Melaleuca and Monavit. They were the companies that were in our area that were the most successful at the time. And I didn't want them in. And it wasn't because I'd ever tried it and not been good at it. I didn't know anybody who'd ever been successful. I was very biased. But thank God I got a call from a former firefighter. That was Blue Elam, who became my sponsor. And because and I get choked up every time I think about it. If I would not have gotten that call from Blue Elam 16 and a half years ago, I would not be on this call with you right now. I may not even be alive right now, because I was at the height of my professional life, but at the absolute rock bottom of my personal life, having a very successful chiropractic practice, but never seeing my children wanting to be daddy and having no possible way of becoming daddy. And my kids were asleep when I left, and they were asleep when I got home. I had a relationship of kissing the foreheads of sleeping kids. That was not fulfilling for me. LifeVantage changed everything in my life. Not only that, it allowed me to meet the most amazing human being I've ever met. Marcy and I met at an elite academy, which now we call Momentum Academies, in Orlando, Florida. Well, we didn't meet. We met because we're in this business. She's part of our organization. We held hands for the first time there. So life transformational experience because of LifeVantage. Anybody have a story they want to share? And as Marcy said, your story is the most powerful one you can tell. Find out how to tell it and tell it often, because you can impact more people with your story than I can as a former doctor. Mm-hmm. Because people think, well, in order to be a former doctor, you have to I can only talk to doctors. That's the worst possible thing you could think of. Mm-hmm. More people that are ex-doctors, or there's a lot more current doctors than there are ex-doctors because they like being doctors. This just didn't allow me to be daddy. So your story is more powerful. Anybody want to share? Go ahead and unmute if you do. And like April, I wanted to share what April said last week. You remember what she said? If that person can do it, I could do it at an event. So these are the stories. That's why we put those people up there, those former titles of what they used to do before LifeVantage changed everything for them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Patty, go ahead.
I can be brave and share.
Good job.
So my situation was I was on my hands and knees praying for answers as my health was deteriorating from my job, and I was out of answers because I was doing everything that people told me to do, and I was still having aches and pains. I was depressed and didn't know what to do because I was in my 40s and I felt like I was 90s. And God answered it with an email. No one approached me. I saw an email from a store that I went to that was a natural store, and I saw oxidative stress, and I knew that science, and I went and went skeptical, stayed skeptical, tried it, but my son came down with an eye disease and he got the best results, even with the surgeries, because if it doesn't work, it's cornea transplants.
Yeah.
And the doctors were impressed. And I thought, well, this was a gift from God and I need to share it. And I didn't know what I was doing and I love it. And I will never look back because I was praying for my health, but I didn't know I was also praying for my wealth as well because COVID then hit and my business got cut 50%. So I'm very, very grateful for all of it.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for sharing that, Patty. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Way to be
Yeah.
brave, girlfriend. Way to be brave. All right, let's move
Love
on.
you, Dr. Pat.
There we go.
So the weekly training. So again, I told you 26 weeks or 6
Training.
months. What did I say?
We
Training?
missed
Yeah,
that.
I missed that. 26 weeks of live training, again, once a week for 6 weeks or 6 months rather, that are being recorded every week. So if you don't get here live, we're recording them, putting it up on the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. The next 6 months will literally transform your business. If you commit to your business success, if you attend these trainings, and if you implement what you learn and you stay consistent in the learning process. And as I said earlier, every week builds on the previous week. If you miss nothing and implement everything, you will grow by default if you're listening and you're implementing. And we're going to give prizes and giveaways for regular and perfect attendance because we want to incentivize you guys to literally make your business success a priority. Make your business success something that you deserve because you do. And then, as we said, see it, proclaim it, and go get it because it's yours.
So this week's action step that we're going to challenge you to complete is, first of all, commit now to attend the weekly trainings. And then make sure that you go and brush off your prospect list. And I would actually say create a new prospect list. I want you to go back to those people that you've already contacted and re-engage with them, or think about who they know that you might know too, and expand your prospect list by going to the people that they know. Then make sure that you go and commit to doing 5 invites minimum this week. Depending on how fast you want to grow your business, you may want to do 3 invites every single day, 5 days a week. So that would be 15 invites this week. But just make sure a minimum of 5 invites from your prospect list this week. And then go into the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page and make a post that says, I'm in to attending the weekly SC1 factory training, and encourage your teams to do the same thing. We want every single one of you to claim what, you guys know that we're all God people here, that we believe that God has abundance for every single one of us, right? Yet we have to claim it. We have to do our part in going to claim it. And so that's what all of this is you taking the action steps to step into what your purpose is and to be able to help the people that are your responsibility to help. Because this isn't about us.
No.
It's about the people that we can impact.
Amen. Amen. So tip for next, or give me kind of a little teaser for next week. Next week, we're going to talk about invite mastery, on how to create curiosity in your invitations. Because if you send out an invitation and it doesn't cause people to lean in or be curious about it, it might be just a wasted effort. So we're going to talk about invite mastery for next week's training, creating curiosity in your invites. And we've got a really, really cool tip for you with regard to how to invite groups of people in your prospect list by prioritizing people who know each other. So I'm not going to say anything more. We're going to give you a big tip next week. So I'm going to leave a little cliffhanger there on how to work with this. And it works so, so well.
Yes. All right, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us, and make sure that your team sees this recording. It will be uploaded to the team YouTube channel after we're done. So let us know how we can help you. Bye.
Bye, guys. See you next week.